What's happening, everyone out there in VB land? I'm your host tonight, Mr. Charlie G. How's it going, Mr. Cody? I see you're the first one here this evening. How's it going tonight? Give everybody here a minute or three to roll on in, get their beverages, and get this night of breaking started. We're still gonna rock that it's the 80s night. Man, I'm doing pretty good. Been pretty slammed with work all week, so haven't been on the chat very much. Haven't been able to do too much this week except for working. Hey, what's going on, David? I'm Mr. Charlie G. I was chatting with you in the other show. Just so you know a little bit more about us, I don't know if they told you, but Vintage Breaks is based out of New Jersey, but we also have a Vintage Breaks West. It's myself, which is probably the best show, of course, because it's me. I'm out of Phoenix, Arizona. We also have the South, which is out of Atlanta, Georgia. That's Chris Gilmore. I am definitely a vintage guy, as Cody says, a little bit about me. I'm actually an architect by day and uh, baker by night. I personally am a Cubs fan, collector of Cubs vintage cards and other vintage baseball cards, but I do also enjoy the 80s, 70s, and the 90s. I was a child of the 70s, so I grew up watching 70s baseball, 70s, 80s baseball. So here we are tonight for another fine evening of breaking. Miss Cubby, that's good to hear. I've just about wrapped up my Banks run. I don't know if I'm gonna do Santo next, or I might actually make the plunge and do a Hank Aaron run. Being originally from Atlanta, I've got some good Georgia blood running through me, and might want to start the Hank Aaron. Yeah, no problem, David. Yeah, we're trying to take over the world here. We're even talking about doing a vintage breaks out of Australia, so we'll keep expanding the quote unquote empire. I know our name says we break vintage, but we break just about everything now. We break modern as well as vintage packs. I think the oldest pack we broke was a 1954, 55 Bowman pack. Um, but if you check out our website, we do T206 randoms. We've got a 1950 Bowman set break right now out there. Uh, Not unusual to find us giving away Gaudis or other things for promos. So yeah, check it out. We also do. I talk baseball. I'm a baseball guy through and through. But we've got all the sports represented: baseball, football, basketball, hockey, wrestling. Now I've got a pack of 1985 wrestling tonight here on the Vintage Breaks West. So if you're interested in that, I can surely accommodate. Since you're relatively new, and it looks like we've got just about everybody else on here, let's just take a walk through the website real quick. So if you tonight, I don't have anything pre-sold. I think I've got one or two things pre-sold, but for the most part, we'll be breaking live for anything you sell today. So we're going to want to scroll down here and look at the Vintage Breaks West button. I went through here and made sure that everything that's on here, that's represented on here, I do have here in stock. So if it sells out, I will give it away or break it. Um, so yeah, like I mentioned, we've got a 60 card T205. This is a T205 hit random. So got a 100+ year old break sitting here right next to a 2019 Panini Obsidian basketball product. Gaudi set break, 70 cello pack. That I don't have here. Some of the higher end stuff we're starting to advertise in the West, but all sorts of products here for the West. So if you're interested in dipping your toe in and seeing something broke live, just use that VB West button to check it out. And the other thing that the West seems we like to do here in the West, we've got some promos, of course. And I'll roll this back to anybody who's already made a purchase for 10 p.m. We do a lot of promos that aren't necessarily on the ticker. Actually, I should mention the ticker to you since you may be unfamiliar. So at the top of our website, we've got our bonus meter. So with this bonus meter, it means that you could possibly enter into up to 7 promos on top of whatever you're purchasing. So say you buy a spot in anything for $50. You get an entry into a 2019 Panini One football box, um, VIP set breaks, 2020 black football spot. So the first 5 places win something. So you spend $50, you get the spots on whatever you purchased in, plus you get entered into this. So you can parlay a $50 purchase into a 2019 Panini One football box, plus your other spots. So you get that. So if you spend $50, if you happen to spend $250, you get the high roller bonuses. So pretty much for any purchase you make, you'll spend $5 on the website. So you get into this break where you could possibly win $100 break credit. Some other prizes involved. You can look on these details to see all of them. But you can win in this one. Here's an any spot promo. So you're already getting all 7 of these, depending on how much you spend. You get all of them that you qualify for. And so besides that, tonight, the first 12, turn off the internet there, the first 12 purchases that are made on the website by 12 different people, 12 different purchases over $15. As soon as that fills up, we're going to randomize the list, and the first person on that list will win a spot in the 1950 Bowman set break. So you could spend $15 and get a set spot that's valued at $50. That's a good point, Wes. Yes, the only ones that are cumulative are the $1,000 purchases and the $5,000 purchases. So those don't have to be one purchase. We'll add those up. It does it all automatically in the background. But all the other purchases are at a single checkout. So same thing with this $50 promo that I'm just announcing. It's 12 unique people, so we'll have 12 different names. Have to spend $50 or more. First person on the list will get spend our 1950 Bowman baseball set break. On top of that, I've brought back by popular demand the 80s and 90s star cards. Tonight, though, they're going to be $20 a spot. It was a little low on before for $10 last week, so we're going to do these for $20. So for every $20 you spend, buy as many as you want, you'll get top down on these. We'll start with some 1999 Bowman Chrome cards. The first one off the hop is a really good looking Matt Holliday. Probably a grade out 8 or a 9. It's got some little defects on it. We got A-Rod, Jose, Piazza, Biggio, Bagwell, etc., etc., etc. Then we'll get down to some Ricky Hendersons. And what I'll do when I hit the Ricky Hendersons is if you spend, say, $100, I'll give you the first Ricky and then go down to the next player I've got, so you don't end up with 5 or 6 Rickies. It will keep on going until these are all gone. So, $20. Let's see here. It looks like Cody C got the free promo tonight. Let me finish talking about these. So, $20 spend each card. So you spend $100, you'll get 5 of these. We'll set those off to the side here. And then I've got for our first person who spends $100 in a single purchase, we'll also get this 1970 Willie McCovey, Hank Aaron, and Lee May National League Home Run Leaders card. So first person to spend $100 also will get this. That's what we've got tonight, guys. Right out of the gate. Hey, what's going on, Jeff? James. David, this is actually we've only been doing the Vintage Breaks West for 5 shows now. I only break on Wednesday nights. The best card, well, we've broken lots of really nice cards, but my personal opinion was the 19, what was it? I forget what pack it was in. Was the Bowman 1955 Bowman pack that we opened 3 years ago now at the National Convention was a 1955 Bowman Mickey Mantle. Came back PSA 9. So that was probably the biggest card we've broken. These guys in the chat can probably tell you about some other ones we've broken. We got a LeBron James 2000, I believe it was 2003 SPX. I forget what that one came back, but we've broken some pretty big monsters on this on the show, both here and when we were at the national conventions. We've broken some monsters. So lots of good stuff there. Yeah, David. Yeah, it wasn't a terribly bad day for him. For the person who won that. All right, so let's hear. Cody was the first one. So, David, one of the other things you might want to do as a new member of our community is go on Facebook and look for the Vintage Breaks Buy Sell Trade community. It's a private community, so you have to apply. But as long as we see you in the chat, we'll let you in. Um, and on my show, I usually announce a time. As I mentioned earlier, I'm a Cubs fan, so during baseball season, I'll ask for somebody to update me on whatever the score is at a certain time during my show, and you'll win a prize. Don't have to do anything. Paul, I appreciate the participation. Yeah, Gilmore, we've pulled lots of Magic Bird rookies on the show. That's not terribly uncommon. We've pulled lots of 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan's rookies. I hate to, yeah, it sound a little jaded. I would just pull a couple, Michael Jordan rookies. You know, we've pulled a lot of good cards in our day. There's some highlight reels on the YouTube channel, but Cody for announcing the score. So as usual, we've got a Cubs card and we've got who they're up against tonight for free. Or an Indians card. So you got 58 Wilhelm or a second year Sandberg. Pretty sure I know which card you're going to pick, but I always like to give the option of one of each team. Oh, David, what's your team of choice? Be careful because there's a lot of Cubs fans here in the audience too. Thanks, James. All right, Cody, we'll put the Sandberg away for you. We'll put the Wilhelm back in the pile to be given away at a later date. All right, the Beta Jays fan's not terrible. You know, if you said the White Sox, we would have had to ban you and delete your account immediately. All right, Cody, I will mark this right now for you. But if you want to do a trivia question later, just give me a heads up, and we will rename that for someone else. First answer on Charles Reese Jr. will get the Rhino. Okay. All right, Cody's going to be giving away that Rhino right now for everybody, apparently. So he's looking for the first person to answer. I hate trying to point on the screen. Down here at the bottom of the screen, wherever that shows up. Yeah, Cody, go ahead. We can just do this right now. First person to answer Cody's trivia question will get the Rhino. All right, Donald, that's good to hear. Oh yeah, we got a couple people from Canada. We've got Mike Jordan. You'll see hanging out here as a Canadian. Oh, Cody, you gonna ask your question here? Let me go ahead and get my first pack ready, prepped and ready to go while you're doing your question. Also, VB West is a one-man band, so things move a little slower here. Let's see what I've got here. They also did get me a pretty good refill on my supplies, so I've got a lot of stuff that I can break. Okay, we're going to start with the 1993 Bowman baseball pack. All right, Cody, who won? Oh, nobody's correct so far. Okay, still going. You can see what Cody's question was. There have been 16 players that have hit 4 home runs on a single game in the live ball era. Who's the only player to have all 4 home runs be solo home runs? Oh, I do not know the answer to that question, but I'm also terrible at trivia. Man, somebody has to have Googled that by now. All right, folks, while we're waiting for that to go through, I'm going to go ahead and break this pack here. Welcome to Vintage Breaks West. I'm your host, Charlie G. Today we're breaking a 1993 Bowman Baseball Pack 86. And actually, for David here, just so you know, the number at the end of this pack means that we've broken 85 of these previously. So this is the 86 one we broke. You'll find that some of these packs we've broken over 400 of some of these vintage packs. So just keep that in mind. We've been doing this for a little while. So this is not a personal pack, so we got to get out the dice to randomize the list. Got a 6 on the dice roll there. Randomized list. Good luck to Steve Strange and Charles Perry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times. Well, we just reversed the list. Get my email off to M80. Anybody get the name right yet? We're still guessing. First cards on this side. Good luck, Charles and Steve Strange. After this, I'll check how the promos are going, see if anybody's won the Hundo dollar card. All right, first up we've got Jose Oliva for Charles Perry. Next up we got Justin Thompson. These are all going to be for Charles Perry, except for the last card, assuming they didn't short us one. Justin Thompson. Quill Veras. Yeah, Q Veras. We're just going to call him Mr. V. Mo Vaughn. Spot 4. Mike Cameron. All right, let me do that before that gets off the chat. Congratulations, Mike Cameron, for answering Cody's trivia question correctly. You'll be the proud owner of this second year Rhino. Mike Cameron, if you're not already registered with Vintage Breaks, be sure to go to our website, www.vintagebreaks.com, and register so we know where to send that card to you for free. Up next is Brooke Forts. Oh, I'm not even. Okay, I'm completely lost here tonight. I swear I haven't been drinking. Well, if Mike Cameron wants the card, I suppose if he calls into the show, he could have it too. All right, Gary. I know you're registered. Oh, I'm so bad at trivia. Okay, next up, focus. Bob Welch. Among other things we've pulled over the years, David, we've pulled plenty of Jeters. Plenty of Jeters. Spot 7, Jason Hutchins. Spot 8, Larry Carter. I'd have to pull my Rhino out of my personal collection to give to him if he called into the show, but that's fine. That'd be worth it. Bubba Smith is our insert card for Charles Perry again. I get kind of the zone here, and I just kind of forget everything else out there in the world. Here we go. Sammy Sosa. Also going out to Charles Berry. Mickey Tilton. Jimmy Hayes. And they actually did manage to short us one card out of this pack. So Steve Strange will get a refund on his spot. Doug Jones. And we'll get Steve Strange a refund. So, David, just so you know that if we do hit a shorter card, whoever's short gets a refund. If we happen to get an extra card, it'll snake back up. And the first extra card would go to Charles Perry. Keep going down, down, and down. Also, extra cards, some of the sets have got the, a game card or a poster insert or what have you. Those will go to spots 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., depending on how many extras or whatever's in it. And that concludes our 1993 Bowman Baseball Pack 86 break. Thanks for watching. And I also repeat myself for who I am and what we're breaking, because we do record each one of these individually so that we can upload them to YouTube so you can find them on the internet. And they also get linked to your account. So that's pretty cool. Bell Baseball Pack 86. No problem, David. Just trying to explain what we do here because we're a little bit different than most breakers out there. Let's go check and see if anybody's taken me up on any of my promos yet. Oh, got the boss man on the phone here. All right. Let's see here. Still tied to, is the game resume? Or are we still at on our drone break? Let's see what you guys have been up to. All right. We've got Paul Kangas as my first participant in the 12 unique names over $15. He's also the proud recipient of the Willie McCovey. I can't see what's on my screen. He also gets the first big bunch of $20 cards. He gets 12, so he'll get the Mr. Holiday, Rodriguez, Canseco. You can't see those because they're off the screen. Piazza, Biggio, Bagwell, Randy Johnson, Sammy Sosa, Eric Davis, Tom Glavine, Jim Thorne, Tatis Sr. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is correct. It's easy as that. No problem, Paul. Again, we're one-man operation out here, so gotta try to keep up on these things. All right, and it looks like we've got Mr. Billingsley up next. Mr. Billingsley is my second name in the trivia or the 12-15 list. And he gets the next 5 cards. So we get to Will Clark. Will Clark, Tony Gwynn, Ricky Henderson's first card. These all Rickies. An old Ryan. And Cal Ripken Jr. Bottom of the 7th, okay. Those are headed your way, Mr. Billingsley. Thank you for your purchase. And that's it. We only got two takers. All right, our next $100 purchase, we'll get this 73 Vita Blue. Or 72, sorry. It's been one of the weeks, guys. One of them weeks. Make sure nobody else has made a purchase. Nope, okay. All right. Again, let's try to close out some packs on the Vintage Race West tab because I only have a couple packs here that are pre-sold out. That I can break, so we'll be looking for some assistance from you guys. Let's see if I've got... Oh, you did, Brian. That's right, those did come from you. Brian, do you want us to draw you down further in the pile for you to get some other cards that you didn't donate back to the show? Donald, we've got, for every $20 you spend, you'll get a card out of this pile. And then if you spend a hundo, actually, Brian, here, what I'll do is I'll just trade you out the Vita Blue for those last three. How about that? You want to keep them, or do you want me to swap out those three for the Vita? You tell me, Brian. Charles, unfortunately, nothing terribly good in that pack. That'll work for you? All right. All right, we're doing a live trade here. There we go. Mr. Billingsley was kind enough to donate some cards to the show for some of our giveaways. So, all right. So the next person to spend a hundo will get a Harmon Killebrew 72. These in action ones are tough to find. This one's in pretty darn good shape. It looks like through the card sleeve. Cubs threatening second and third, no outs. Awesome. Get the names list off there. Let's see here. 78. Do I have 78 football here? Basketball. Hockey. 74. No. I do have 78. Let's do a 78 football pack. All right, Jeff, did he knock anybody in? Sorry to ask the question. I just want to clarify. I see your site 2018 basketball. Let's take a look here. So this Noir box, there are 10 cards in this box. So for 275, you're getting a card out of the box. These suckers are on fire and super hot right now. Very expensive box. So you'll get one card out of the 10 card box for 275. Yeah, no problem, David. All right. Let's see if I can locate the 78 pack here on the site for me to break. We'll get this one broken next. Hang tight, folks. Oops, that is not the correct person to email. Oh, I just won a 1975 Mini Joe Morgan on the eBay. That is fantastic. All right. All right, welcome everybody. This is Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and today we'll be breaking this 1978 Topps Football Wax Pack 242. Randomized list here. Got a 7 on the random. Good luck to Joe Dugan, Brian Billingsley, Matthew Townsend, Joe Dugan again, Steven Skelton, Edward Robinson, Alex Ramirez, and Mr. Billingsley again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Joe Dugan will get the first and the last cards out of this pack. Hopefully we aren't shorted another card like we were on that last pack. Get the names on the board. I just realized we're calling this 80s night tonight, but we've broken a 93 pack and a 78 pack now. All right, let's see here. So assuming you don't, David, that doesn't happen terribly often. We do only break it once all the spots are sold. Um, we've only had one or two products ever that didn't sell out, and we just refund if for whatever reason it hangs out too long, or if you don't want to wait that long. Like we had some Hockey the Cup spots that were $500 a piece, very high end product, just didn't have quite the interest we thought, um, and we refunded the people for the spots. First card's already to come on this side. Good luck, Joe. Some delicious, delicious gum. Not for me. All right, here we go. Good luck, guys. First card off the top, John Keyworth for Joe Dugan. Very nice center, a little bit off north to south, so hopefully that stays up throughout the pack. Elsie Greenwood going out to Mr. Billingsley. And Mr. Billingsley's here live to hopefully catch some fire. Bruce Harper, spot 3, also for Brian. Jets player, maybe we can work on a trade with Mr. Layton. Tony McGee, spot 4, also for Brian. Very nice centering on this. Mr. Spike Jones. Unfortunately, looks like Mr. Spike Jones got hit by the rollers at the factory. It's got a bit of a roller ding on that side. Ray Jarvis, spot 6 for Stephen Skelton. Mike Webster for Matthew Townsend. Come on, let's hit some fire. Jim Buchan for Mr. Billy. Oh, no, this is spot 8 for Stephen Skelton. Sorry, the last one was for Matthew Townsend. That was for Stephen Skelton. That was one off. Steve Zabil, spot 9, Mr. Billingsley. Mr. Charlie Sanders for Mr. Billingsley. Spot 11, Preston Pearson for Johnny Five's Cowboys. Garo Yepperman, the famous kicker. Maybe Johnny Five's interested in that for his kicker collection. Going out to Edward Robinson. Spot 13, Ronald Hooks for Mr. Billingsley. And our last spot, Randy Rasmussen for Joe Dugan. A little bit of wax residue on that. And that concludes our 1978 Topps Football Wax Pack 242. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Sackfly Guy Cards. I do love butchering card names. It's what I do. You should check it out when I'm breaking hockey packs. Oops, those names are even worse. And I hit the wrong button on the restream there, or the deck there. All right, so anybody else sold out a pack on the Vintage Break West tab for me? Get caught up on our promos. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. No takers yet on the $100 promo or the $20 cards. Right now we only have 2 entries into our 12 of 15. Oh, Jeff, don't tell me that. Oh, I'm okay with mispronouncing names. All right, guys, we're going to need to start selling some packs that I can break. I'm going to run out of things to break here pretty quickly. Let's see here. I think I've got this. 2-footer baseball. It's 81. 4, 4. Charles. The promos are as follows. So I've got the stack of 80. We're down to the 80s cards here. $20 a piece, no limit. We've got a 12 unique entries of $15 minimum. That'll get the first place person. Once that fills up, we'll get a 1950 Bowman set break spot. And then I also have a first person spin a hundo. It gets this Harmon Killebrew in action 72. Pretty nice looking cards just off center. Plus all the other dippage. I think there's 7 on the website right now. I've got 82 Fleer I can break. this set up to break. Oops. Do not want to put this onto the Gilmore show. He won't know what to do with a vintage pack like this. At least Nico hit the ball. All right, folks, this is Vintage Breaks. Tonight we're breaking a 1982 Fleer Baseball Wax Pack 143. Let's roll the dice. Another 7 on the dice roll. Oh boy, Kimbrel's dead now. That's no good. 7 on the dice roll. Good luck to Matthew Townsend, Tom O'Connor, Joshua Perkins, Danny Casbier, and Mr. Billingsley. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Brian will get the first, and Joshua will get the last. Good luck, everybody. First card's on this side. Oh, Kimbrel. Flip that over. Okay, card number 1's going to Brian. Bake McBride. Mike Stanton to Joshua Perkins. Mike Jorgensen. Well, the Cubs need to get it together and beat them tonight is what they need to do. David Palmer. Speaking of the Cubs, we've got Mr. Dusty Baker coming up in spot 5 for Tom O'Connor. Mr. Bucky Dent going out to Matthew Townsend. Dennis Lamp going out to Mr. Billingsley. I wish the Cubs had Gleyber Torres. Don Money going out to Brian Billingsley. Gary Maddox. No relationship to Greg Maddox. Going out to Joshua Perkins. Dennis Lamp. Going out to Mr. Billingsley. I don't know why I feel the need to call you Mr. Billingsley, Brian. Just kind of rolls off the tongue. Dick Tidrow for my Cubbies. Very well centered. About his thousands here. Here's a Jim Rice, spot 12. Again, very well centered. Maybe this one's a little off north to south. That one's going to Joshua Perkins. The card everyone loves to hate, the checklist for Danny Casbier. Got a turn of the cards. Rick Rochelle. Thank you for noticing, Cody. I'll go ahead and let everyone else see your comment. Johnny Five would probably be interested in that well-centered Dick for his personal collection. Dave Ford going out to Joshua Perkins. And that concludes our 1982 Fleer Baseball Wax Pack 143. Thanks for watching. Always good to have a little comedy relief, you know? Kimbrel did good? All right, awesome. That is good to hear. All right, folks, let's see if anybody's bought anything. We're going to be out of packs here pretty quick. If not, there we go. Looks like Mr. Perry took us up on some more spots. Charles will be our third entry into the promo. So Charles will get the Mr. Killebrew, and he will also get some spots here. We'll get a Ricky, a Ripken, a Ryan. Uh, Sleeve these up real quick. George Brett, Alan Trammell, Steve Carlton, and Mr. Eckersley. Thank you, Mr. Perry. Did you just make that a personal box, by the way? Our next $100 purchaser will get this lovely 72 Willie Stargell, Hank Aaron, and Joe Torre RBI Leaders card. If you haven't noticed, we've got a theme going on here with the $100 purchases. Try to give those out to every purchase. Well, I don't have Mosaic here, so unless we want to see their stuff broken here. Now I gotta find what I did with that trilogy box. There she is. Yes, this will be a Charles Perry personal. Oops. Uh-oh. Need to teach Haven how to make purchases. All right. I have not opened this product before, so this should be an interesting adventure. All right, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be opening this 2019 Trilogy Hockey Box 17. It's a personal box for Mr. Charles Perry. Good luck to you, sir. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see, I have no idea what these cards look like, if they're going to be glossy or not, but we'll see together. Now's the moment you've all been waiting for, is me to pronounce hockey names. I do have a whole bunch of hockey packs available now, so you guys can all be astonished at my inability to pronounce these names. Ah, empty box. Paul's looking for some help. Close out 1983 baseball. Keiko and Gretzky autos. That's what we're looking for. Okay. I can arrange that, I hope. Get some team bags here. Team bags, where are you? There we go. All right. First pack. Yeah, those foil packs are not fun to open. All right, you guys are gonna see me watch me struggle with these stupid foil packs. There we go. Yeah, Cody. All right. You guys are definitely gonna have to help me here. That's all right. I think you guys like watching me struggle sometimes, though. All right, first card here is Victor Arvidsson. Vidison. Yeah, it's having a hard time focusing on these shiny cards. Cody Glass, the Golden Knights. Yeah, it's a little better. Got the thick filler card. We've got a Libor Hajek, numbered card to 799. I am right there with you, Brian. Some of the foil packs aren't too bad, but some of these modern ones are just awful. Can't really see the red printing on that, but it's numbered. Mitch Marner. You know, Paul Kangas, I couldn't get him to get me to send me another Scoops pack. I saw they sent one to Gilmore. I'm surprised Gilmore knows what to do with it. Please let me know if there's somebody important here I need to sleeve or do something special with. Philippe Zadina. We're going to penny sleeve all of the cards because I know absolutely nothing about this. There, we've got a patch card of Nikita Gusev out of 499. It's a level 1. Rookie Premier. I somehow think you're mocking me. And Mark Stone. Apparently, when you get a hit, you only get 3 cards instead of 4. Oh, Gusev never played a game? At least I got one right. Alright, I officially don't like this product. Just because the pain in the ass these foils aren't opened. Oh, that was, I can pronounce Las Vegas all day long. We got a Ryan O'Reilly. We got a Hayden Fulcher. Rookie. A Felipe Myers. To level 1 foil to 1,000. Or 999. And again, I guess it's the foil was the hit. Oh, I guess you got 4 there. Thomas Hurdle. Philippe. Feliz Navidad. These do not like to focus. Yeah, I know Gretzky. I know Hull. It's the extent of my hockey knowledge. Marc-Andre Fleury. I don't know why it's having a hard time focusing on those guys. Oh boy. Juleme Brisbos. Not so lucky here with the pronunciation on the backs. They're serious with these. These are hardboard. Here we go. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to pronounce this one right. Brandy Keeper. Yep. Get to our next penny sleeve. Brandy Keeper. I can pronounce that. Oh, Connor McDavid. Is he good? That name sounds familiar. Anybody Connor McDavid? That's right, Cody. They are the best spacers in the business. He's very good. Unfortunately, the card isn't worth anything. Okay, then. Matt Murray. Barrett Hayton, Eric Brandstrom, number to 299. Murray. It's like Moray with more R's. Yeah, I like these. Those are nice. And Jordan Bennington. All right, I think we need some last pack mojo here for Mr. Perry. Oh, it was the easiest one to open. I need to keep it on screen though. Sorry about that. All right, we've got Sergey Bobrovsky. Alexi Serla. We have an autograph, auto patch. It's a rookie. It is a rookie. Number 49, Libor Hajek. I gotta get a thick sleeve for that. One moment. I'm not even sure a thick one will work for this, but we'll give it a whirl. Unfortunately, it looks like he's got a nicked corners and bottom, and he might have had a rough little life. There we go. All right, this guy. He any good? Number to 49, Libor Hajek. And Alexander Barkov. And that concludes our 2019 Trilogy Hockey Box 17. Thanks for watching. All right, what's the verdict on this, guys? Do I need to find a hard holder for it or not? Going once, going twice. Okay, nobody spoke up about being good, so he's gonna go in here as is. Where is? Yeah, we'll get all these closed up, packed up. I sure do, Charles. No problem. Get these other ones closed up. And I will go check out the orders and see what else I have for you fine folks to break tonight. And what else I have to give away. Remember, we have the 12 unique entries at $15, 1-5. Well, first person on the top of that list, once we get 12 different buyers, we'll get a 1950 Bowman set break spot. We also have the, for every $20 you spend, you'll get a card from the stack of 80s Love. Ricky Henderson will be the next on the list there. Let's see here. And then we also have the $100 card. This one maybe, yeah, it's probably the right size. There we go. And we also have the next person to make a $100 purchase will get a card out of the $100 stack. Don't worry if more than one of you purchase, you'll just get the next one down on the stack. So get everybody some love. There we go. Nice and snug. Ready for M80's expert packing skills. All right, folks, let's see what we've got sold. Looks like Jude is the only person who's taken me up. All right, Jude. Jude's getting a nice little batch here. Okay, Jude, you're taking home the RBI leaders, Joe Torre, Willie Stargels, and Hank Aaron, plus a whole mess of these guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Thank you for your purchase, Jude. Next person spends a hundo. We'll get this Game 3 1972 Topps card. Hey, we got a score update for the Cubs game. What's going on? Let me know what's happening. And Jude will be our 4th entrant. All right, folks, we need 8 more people to give away that 1950 Bowman set spot. Let's see what else I have going on here in the what's in here. Okay. We've got a little gaggle here of, looks like mostly commons. Some 69, some 60, some Cub Love, 61. Pretty well loved Tom. I got a little bit of dog ears happening here. Next person spins a 50. Look at that little gaggle on top of everything else we got going on. How about that? Remember, guys, we need some stuff to sell out on the Vintage Breaks West tab so I can continue to break tonight. Let's see if anything else is available. The Desert Dugout or the Cactus Clubhouse. I prefer the Cactus Clubhouse. Yeah, I think the Cactus Clubhouse. I'd rather go with that. Yeah, desert's kind of a misconception. There's desert out here, but it's not all desert. Let's see here. Don't have that. Don't have that. I do have 79 Topps Baseball, I believe. We could break that pack. I do, in fact. Let's see if I've got one with. Yeah. We'll break a 79 Topps Baseball. The Cactus Clubhouse. I'm gonna have a hard time remembering that, so I may need you guys' help to remind me, but. Okay, we're gonna break this 79 Topps Baseball pack next. This looks like it's the last pack that I have to break, so hopefully we can get some help out there to sell out some spots and some breaks. Otherwise, we're going to call it an early night tonight. All right, everybody, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking this 1979 Topps Baseball Wax Pack 312. Let's roll the dice. We got ourselves a 9 on the dice roll. Good luck to Daniel Singer, Stephen Buford, and Don Mancini. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Don will get the first card and the last card. Get the break order here. Email off to M80. And we are good to go. All right, Brian, I'll check it out here afterwards. Thanks for telling me. Sometimes it's hard to tell because the system doesn't put packs in order for when they sold. First card's underneath the gum. Oops, you guys can't see the names. There we go. First card under the gum is for Dom. Let's see if we can get this gum off. Yes, sir. First card For the Blue Jays is Tim Johnson. Next up is Dave Collins, also for Dom. Oops. All right, folks, I forgot to record that, but if you go back and watch the whole show for the day, you'll see that I randomed it. Got the list up on the screen. First card was Tim Johnson for Dom Mancini. Second card was Dave Collins, and now we're on the third card. Sorry about that. Cody leaves and I make mistakes. It's all Cody's fault. Spot 3 is not too shabby for Dom. We got a Jim Rice and George Foster home run leaders card. Pretty good centering, a little bit off north to south. Spot 4, Dell Unser. You take break credit not to leave. If it was only that easy. Johnny Walkenfuss. That's an interesting last name. Going out to Daniel Singer. Here's a Willie Stargell. Unfortunately, as usual with this card, it is way off center. Larry Christensen for Dom Mancini. Bombo Riviera, also for Dom Mancini. Looking for a Wizard of Oz, of course, out of this pack. Spot 9, Jerry Turner, also for Dom Mancini. Jim Ganter, spot 10 for Dom Mancini. Spot 11, Pablo Torrealba. Sure. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. That seems good. That's going out for Steve Buford. And our last spot going out to Dom Mancini, Claudel Washington. Pretty well centered, a little off north to south. And that concludes our 1979 Topps Baseball Wax Pack 312. I must have forgot to hit stop recording on the previous one. Oops. Extra innings, all right. Nico Hoerner needs to hit a home run. 1979 Topps Baseball number 312. I was worried there when the Cubs were making all those moves. I was hoping they weren't going to do something with Nico, because I would be very sad with my 8,000 Nico cards floating around. I don't have 8,000. I have a lot, though. Okay, Mr. Billingsley, let's see if we could find your pack on the list here. Oh, there it is. Was it pack 114? Yes, it was. All right, we'll break that one next. Let me check to see if anybody's made a purchase. Oh, Mr. Billingsley went back to the well here. Looks like he's got a couple more packs for me to break. I appreciate it. And we show that appreciation with a World Series card. I will go ahead and skip over the cards you gave to us and go straight to the new ones for you. Mr. Brett, a Trammell, Carlton, Eckersley, and a Sutton. Yes, maybe one of these days the developer of our website will put the breaks in order of when they sold out, so that we can tell what sold out when a little bit better. Oops, I gotta put your name in there. Oh, and you also got this little gaggle of 50 cards for $50 purchase. All sorts of action here for you, Brian. Brian's keeping me on the air tonight. I appreciate it. All right, our next hundo card up for grabs is the 1971 AL Playoffs Orioles Champs card. Next one to spend a hundo. All right, Brian. Let's see here. Remember, we need to have 12 unique names to give away the 1950 Bowman set spot. So we need 8 more people to partake in that. Okay, 1983 Topps football. Football. 85, 83. Okay. Let me move this 83 football pack over so I can break it. I believe this is a Brian Billingsley personal. Yes, it is. Yeah. That's right, Brian. $15, you get a set breaks. Could get a shot at a $50 set break spot. $15 for a shot at $50 set break spot for 1950 Bowman set. I mean, there's some nice cards in that set. Let's see here. I can go over here, hit the break button. All right, everybody, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be making this 1983 Topps Football Wax Pack 114, which is a personal pack for Mr. Brian Billingsley, so we don't have to randomize the list or nothing. Just rip it and see what we get. And that gum's staying on there for you. No extra charge for the free gum. Man, having a hard time getting comfortable tonight. Matt Boza, card number 1. Come on, get the gum in there too. There we go. All right, Brian, if I get the Peyton Manning, I will eat the gum. Kenneth Sims. I'll have to try to get the card off, but if I get the Peyton Manning, I will eat the gum. San Diego Chargers. Isn't this the set with like 5 Peyton Mannings in it, though? Chuck Muncie. Well, here's the card that Johnny Five needs desperately. the punting leaders card. That's pretty well centered for the punting leaders. Johnny Five might really want that. Or any, you know what? You guys like to screw with me with these sets that I'm not that familiar with. Lyle Blackwood. I don't know. Sean, I'll let that one slide. Daryl Hunt. Uh, Ozzie Newsome. I believe that's an extra card. Like I said, I've had a long week, guys. And gals, if there's any gals out there. So yeah, Mr. Joe Theismann. So I appreciate the decompressing and laughing and hanging out with you guys tonight. It means a lot to me. Mark Gastineau. Cody, I know it's only Wednesday, but man, it's been a week, man. Preston Dennard. Joe Cribbs. Brad Van Pelt. Scott Bruner. And it looks like I'm safe from eating the gum for any sort of oddball reasons. And Rulon Jones. And that'll conclude our 1983 Tops of Football Wax Pack 114 Personal for Mr. Brian Billingsley. Little youngster Peyton Manning, a future star of the 1983 Citizen. You guys. 1983 Tops Football number 114. Brian Billingsley. Personal. All right, Brian. Sorry I didn't pull you the rare, apparently 7-year-old Peyton Manning card or Sweetness or anybody else in there that I believe that you were looking for. But hey, can't win it unless you're in it. All right, looks like Brian's got a couple more personal packs. Brian wants me to pull some heat for him. Let's see what else we got here. All right, Brian, what else did you sell out here? '85 Tops Football. Looks like no personals. It looks like you saw an '85 Tops Football though, and I think I've got more of those. Yes, I do. Was that 82 a Tops? Sorry about the ice crunchy, if you guys can hear that. I'm a ice cruncher. Okay. We'll do this 1985 Tops Football pack next for Brian. No, Sean, no, we're not. We're obviously looking for the Mitch Trubisky card in this one. You guys. You guys. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. Tonight we're breaking this 1985 Topps Football Wax Pack 68. Roll the dice. Got ourselves a 5 on the dice roll. Good luck to Joe Dugan, Matthew Austin Townsend, Edward Robinson, and Brian Billingsley. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Brian Billingsley will get the first and the last cards here. Part of the entertainment value around here is to give me a hard time, and that's okay. All right, Hap on second. Here we go. Bases loaded for the Cubs. No outs. I like it. And Nico Horner's going to come up and hit a grand slam, right? That's what's going to happen. Okay, first card's under the gum's here at the bottom, but the first card underneath the gum. Go out to Brian. Oh, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, that gum is disgusting. Okay, we've got a Byron Franklin up first. Stacy Bailey. Rich Ernberg, Rich Ernberg, Ehrenberg, whatever Berg for Mr. Billingsley. Curtis Dickey for Johnny Five's personal collection. Also going out to Mr. Billingsley. Tony Eason. Going out for Joe Dugan. Freddie Solomon. Going out to Mr. Billingsley. Mike Douglas. Going out to Mr. Billingsley. The mini cards are extras. We'll deal with those in a minute. Here we go. Here's a Leslie Frazier for the Bears. A George Rogers. Mr. Billingsley. Come on, guys. You're keeping me in suspense. What's happening in the Cubbies game? Dan Dornick. I believe this is going out to Edward Robinson, spot 10. Hey, Sean, no problem. The ribbing is fun. It's what makes the community so awesome. Mr. Billingsley gets Mike Nelms. Mike Renfro. Mark Wilson for Matthew Austin Townsend. Come on, we need to knock one of these guys in. The Rams team card, I suppose, for Mr. Billingsley. And the last card, Butch Johnson, going out to Mr. Billingsley. And then Mr. Billingsley also gets the 2 insert cards since he's the spots 1 and 2. You've got George Rogers and Marcus Allen. Just going to slide those into this spot. And we'll be good to go. And that concludes our 1985 Topps Football Wax Pack number 68. Come on, let's score. I'd prefer if it was Nico that managed to win the game for him. That would be awesome. Where are they at in the lineup? Or who's up? Cubs win, Cubs win, Cubs win. All right. Now, Brian, I will take away all your promo winnings. I'll get fired. I won't be breaking for you guys anymore, but I'll take them all away. Let's see here. All right, we've had nobody take me up on any of the new offers. That makes me sad. And Brian Billingsley's 1982 Topps is going to be the last thing I'm going to be able to break because I don't have anything else to break, guys. Wait, what year did you say, Brian? 1982 Topps Baseball. Is there one broken down here? Oh, there it is. All right. Well, this is in the wrong spot. Goes over here. All right, Bryce, do you have the most spots in this? We need to break. We need to do something a little different. I've got 4 packs available. Since you have the most spots in here, I'm going to let you pick which one you want. Do you want 1, 2, 3, or 4? Door number 3, he says. So that would be this one. Because we are not haven't pulled any fire all night long. So let's try that and see if that's any different. Let me get this moved over so I can break it. Remember, guys, we've got the 12 unique people at $15 for the $50 Bowman set break spot. We've got the $20 per card we're giving away. We've also got the $100 stack we're pulling from. So we got lots of dippage that's not on the board. And this will be the last pack that I've got available to break right now. So let's get some sales going so we can keep the night alive. Right now, we're going to be breaking a 1982 Topps of Baseball Wax Pack from Vintage Breaks, and I'm your host, Charlie G. Let's roll the dice. We've got ourselves aces on the dice roll. Roll it twice for Joshua Perkins, Gary Foster, and Mr. Billingsley. There's the list. Hit the break button. Get the email off to M80, and we are good to go, folks. Charles, I'll have to check if I'll have to check. I don't off the top of my head. I don't know. All right. Good luck, everybody. First card under the gun over here. That's Jeff Smellman. Eddie Cubs wins a good win. Especially when Nico's in the game and he makes a couple hits. Hope. Yeah. Well, you guys only said he made one double, but I believe he made another hit earlier in the game. Okay, this pack is not salvageable. All right, we've off to a pretty decent start here. A Johnny Bench in action card for spot one, Brian Billingsley. It's got a little bit of corner love on it. It's a little bit off center, but it's still Johnny Bench. We've got the Atlanta Braves future stars here, Steve Brodskin, Brett Butler, and Larry Owen. I remember Mr. Brett Butler. Good Brave. Let's go out to Brian Billingsley. Someone's trying to sell an 87 Pete Rose card on Facebook Marketplace for $100. Well, I'll be happy to sell him 1,000 87 Pete Roses for $25 a piece. Spot 3, Gary Foster gets a Sammy Stewart. Got another Future Stars, Mike Marshall, Ron Ronick, and Steve Sachs for Mr. Billingsley. If we could just get the Ripken like this, we'd be in good shape. The A's team, Mr. Ricky Henderson and Steve McCaffey. For Mr. Billingsley. We still got more to go here, Brian. Tug McGraw, spot 6. Mike Griffin. I think I mentioned it last week. This is the first year in 20 years I haven't gone to Vegas to bet on the Bears to win the Super Bowl. I'm not saying it's a smart bet, but every year I do bet for the Bears to win the Super Bowl. And this is the first year I haven't had the ability. So this will be the year they win. This will go to Brian, spot 1. Dave Ford, spot 8 for Brian Billingsley. Actually, this is your spot. We'll go ahead and put both these in here. Mario Mendoza, spot 9. Yeah, here's got 2 Johnny Benches. Both of them go to you, Brian. Yeah, if it was a PSA 10 Tiffany 87, okay, I could see it. I've been chasing a Greg Maddux 87 Tiffany 10 for a while. They just, I don't know what ended up tonight. I was bidding on one, and last time I looked, it was $440. Ron Hodges, spot 12. The rest of these are going to Brian. So if anybody out there comes across a good deal for a 87 Tiffany Greg Maddux and a PSA 10, hit a brother up. UL Washington. Tony Pena. And our last card, Mike Prawley. Well, I wish that pack was a little bit better for you, Brian. And Gary and Joshua. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. 1982 Topps of Baseball, Wax Pack 91. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Brian, that's yeah. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to figure out something to get you guys excited. So let's see what I can pull out. I mean, we already got a $20 pile, we got a $100 pile. Let's see what's going on in the sales department, shall we? By sales department, I mean switch web pages. I appreciate you guys coming back and dipping multiple times here. So we are going to go ahead. Let's see, we got a Ricky Henderson, Nolan Ryan, and a Ripken for Mr. Perry. Thank you for your purchase, sir. Yeah, 60 to 1 for them to win. I mean, put down a hundo. That's not too bad money. What do I have over here? All right. Okay. So we'll see if we can do this. So I have the $20 pile. You get one card. Spend a hundo or more, you get one card from this pile. Just one. Put these in a slightly different order here. But yeah. Okay. But if you spend $250, you'll get one of my personally favorite cards. This one's been well loved, but it's a 62 National League Home Run Leaders card that's got Hank Aaron, Frank Robinson, Orlando Cepeda, Willie Mays, and my personal favorite, Ernie Banks. So if you spend $250, you'll get this on top of all the other stuff that's going on tonight. There we go. Let's see here. What's in this little baggie? If you spend 200, you'll get this guy instead. Winfield, Garvey, Hernandez, McCovey, Perez. Nobody really notable there. Carlton Fisk. Nobody really notable. Jim Rice, Joe Morgan, Rod Carew, Dwight Evans, Lopez, Palmer, Carlton, and Hernandez. 200. If you spend 250, you spend 200, you get this one. You spend 250, you get this one. You don't get both. Would be too much at that point. Okay, get those names off the board. Let's go check the. Let's see, 85. You were looking for an 85 Topps Football Wax Pack. Let's see what I've got here. I do, in fact, have another one. Is that a personal? It is a personal. Awesome. Because I didn't have pre-made baggies for this, so that makes it easier. Alright, let's get this sucker broken. Oops, I think I just made a mistake. Let me rectify my mistake. Mistake rectified. Okay, let's see here. Let me catch up on here. Okay, the Cubs are going to win. I'll just settle the argument right there. I'm the guy on the screen, so I can, you know, end the argument. Cubs will win. Okie dokie, everybody. We're breaking on Vintage Breaks tonight. A 1985 Topps Football Wax Pack 69. This is a personal for Charles Perry, so we don't need to randomize it or nothing. We just get to rip it and see what we find. I think the chat tonight is going to tell me we're looking for a Mickey Mantle or a Spud Webb or some other card that's not possible to get in this pack, but that's fine. We'll roll with it. Well, the top card is pretty good. This isn't his rookie, but I don't think it's his rookie. It can't be his rookie. No. Jerry Rice. This is not 1985. Okay. This is 1989. Congratulations! You've just won yourself a free 1989 pack based on my mistake. Whoopsie. It's my first actual opening the wrong pack mess up on Vintage Breaks. Let's see what you get. Steve Largent. We won't sleeve these up. We'll just stick them on this bag. Jerry Gray. Jacob Green. Brent Fullwood. Bill Bates. Ruben Rodriguez. Mark Clayton. Well, I thought Rice was a good card in the set. But then I looked, saw the back. I was looking at, well, that's too many stats for the year. So, Fred Barron. Hassan Jones. Mark Clayton. John Williams. Tom Newberry. Mike Tomczak. And Albert Bentley. And that includes my 1989 mess up pack for thinking it was 1985. It came mislabeled from the North. So here we are. Okie dokie. Well, this will go to you anyhow, Mr. Perry, courtesy of me and my payroll deduction. Now the question is, do I still have a 1985 pack? Because, yeah. 6. I don't think so. Alright. Allow me to email to rectify that I screwed up to the team. The North will have to break you a pack. Okie dokie, the North will take care of you. Sorry about that, Charles. That stinks. Okay, well, now we don't have anything to break. So I've got the 200 dippage, the 250 dippage, $20 dippage, got $100 dippage, got all sorts of dippage happening. And on top of all that, the next person to make a purchase that sells out a pack will get a 1969 baseball set break spot. So the next person that sells out a pack, the last purchase. So if there happens to be a pack out there that I can break on Vintage Breaks West tab with one spot in it, you'll get a 1969 baseball set break spot. So that gives you extra incentive. So you get a 1969 baseball set break spot for the next person that sells out a pack that I can break. In the meantime, let's see what we have that's close to breaking on a Vintage Breaks West. Shall we? Let's see here. I do have this tribute box. That'd be nice to break. That'd be a long break. I know that was Mr. The marketing admin username. I can't remember what his real name is. I believe it's Mike something, if I remember correctly. Let's see. What else do we close on? It looks like somebody might have the 1981 Topps basketball wax pack. Um, in their cart. That's down to 0. I got 5 spots left of this hockey pack for 1988 O-Pee-Chee. We can open some wrestling. 15, 15, 12, 9, 12, 15. Oh, looks like I've got a 1992 Stadium Club high number in somebody's cart. Yeah, looks like we've got 2 here that are maybe racing to the finish line to close out. Let's look and see who gets the first timestamp. Unless you close out 2, of course. 1983 baseball wax pack. Let me verify that closed out a pack. We've got another hour to go, guys. Let's make the last hour real good. 83 Topps baseball. Okay. Mr. Perry will get the set spot. And Mr. Perry also gets a Ricky Henderson and a Nolan Ryan out of that stack. All right, thank you, Mr. Perry. I will make sure I open up the right pack of cards for you now. At least baseball, I know. I will also send Sam IM an email for your free set back. 1969 Topps baseball set spot. Charles Perry. All right, that's off to Sam. 1969 baseball set break spot, Charles. And now I've got to go move that set spot over, or the 1983 Topps baseball set over so I can break it. Maybe I should just make sure I've got it. I'm pretty sure I've got a whole bunch of those. Oops. Peachy, regular. That's 83, right, boys and girls? Man, you guys are bad. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking 1983 Topps Baseball Wax Pack 208. Hopefully. Let's roll the dice to randomize the list. We got a 5 on the random. Good luck to Joshua Perkins, Joe Duggan, Tom O'Connor, Paul Kangas, and Charles Perry. 3, 4, and 5. Tom O'Connor will get the first, and Charles Perry will get the last. Hopefully this is the right pack. All right, here we go. First card's underneath the gum on the top here. We go out to Mr. Tom O'Connor. Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Glenn Gulliver, spot 1 for Tom O'Connor. I missed the 1 on the copy paste. These appear to be 1983. Mitchell Page, spot 2 for Mr. Charles Perry. Kurt Bever, man, I don't even remember his name. Kurt B for Paul Kangas. Dave Edwards. You guys are just screwing with me at this point. 5, Steve Commer. Yes, this is B. Sandberg's rookie here. Randy Neiman for Joe Duggan. Yes, and Tony Gwynn. Bobby Brown. Yeah, guys, it's been, I don't know, it's just been a rough week for some reason. I don't know why. Congratulations, you couldn't win this anymore. Fred Stanley, spot 8. Yeah, you can have the scratch off card, I suppose. Spot 9 for Tom O'Connor. Chet Lemon. Mike Fishlin. Spot 10 for Joshua Perkins. And who called the Dickie Thon? Sean Dooley did. Sean, you're going to get a prize here. Mr. Dickie Thon for Charles Perry. Charles Perry's bonus for getting Dickie Thon is a scratch off. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Danny Brewington? How are you tonight? We just had somebody predict the future, so we're going to have to get them a prize. Here we go. This is a nice prize from Vintage Rakes West. How about a Myron Gunsberg 1952 Topps card? How about that? Well, if we're spelling out that Dickie, you get a 1952 Topps baseball card. Spot 12. Damasco Garcia. I really wish you predicted, picking up the Rhino or Tony Gwynn instead of the Dickie, but, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Spot 12, that was for Charles Perry. Spot 13 for Charles Perry, John Tudor. Of course, we aren't done yet. There's still a couple more cards left. There could be a Gwynn or a Sandberg. That's right. If you amuse me or do something, you never know what kind of stuff I can pull out of my bag of tricks here in the corner. Frederick Perkins. I think I'm just crazy. That's what it is at this point. I'm a little punchy. This Coca-Cola is not giving me the caffeine I need. And Steve Trout. Spot 15. And that concludes our 1983 Topps Baseball Waxpack 208, highlighted by a Dickie Thon card predicted by Mr. Sean Dooley. Thanks for watching. Hey, no problem, Sean. It's all about having fun and hanging out with the community here. Don't even have to make a purchase to hang out and have fun. All right. Let's see if we've sold out anything else, folks. We might do. Actually, let's do a trivia question. Let me find a prize for a trivia question first. All right. How about a 1953 Don Hawk? So we're going to do my personal favorite trivia topic, which is movies. Yeah, let's see. I've got some pre-made movie questions here. Let's see here. Which one do I want to use here? Mr. Brewington. So there's a football there. I have 84 football. I have lots of 84 football. I've got 84 Donruss baseball as well, I believe. Let me just double check here. Anything's on the Vintage Breaks West tab for the most part I've got. I know we've sold out some stuff. Yes, I do have 84 Donruss sitting here. So, okay, first person that I see on my screen to answer this question. Funny, not that count. Well, see, Charles Perry, I'm the only person on that's a moderator, and I'm feeling good about things, so I let that one go by. Probably on a normal night that wouldn't slide. Okay, so first person to answer on my screen will win this Don Hook card. It's been loved, but hey, it's a freebie. In the 1992 movie Sneakers, which is one of my all-time favorite movies, what was Dan Aykroyd's name on screen? Again, in the 1992 movie Sneakers, what was Dan Aykroyd's name on screen? Am I the only person that liked Sneakers? Charles Perry. Yes, his name was Mother. Actually, I'll just for bonus points, the first person to tell me what the secret phrase. Oh, no, never mind. C-Tech Astronomy was what I was thinking of. But congratulations, Charles Perry. Yeah, I thought that was a good movie. I couldn't come up with a good way to give out the C-Tech Astronomy, but all right, that's our movie trivia question for the night. Maybe we'll do another one here. We've got another 45 minutes or so to go. I'll stay on as late as you guys are buying packs for me to break. Let's see what's sold out now. Doesn't look like anything else is sold out yet. Yeah, Nick, there's not very much West Coast love here. We've got, let's go back over the promos I've got running here to remind everybody. So for every $20 you spend, you get a card from our 80s stack, mostly Hall of Famers, stars, whatnot, 20 bucks a card. You spend a hundo, you'll get an Orioles Champs card. These cards are very hard to find in good condition. This is a little off center, but otherwise it's pretty darn nice. So you spend a hundo, you'll get him. If you spend 200, you'll get this nice little stack of cards here. If you spend 250, you'll get the National League Home Run Leaders card. One of my favorite cards of all time. Hank Aaron, Robinson, Mays, Cepeda, and Banks. If you spend 250, you'll get you don't get both. You get this one, and 12 of these. You spend 200, you get this one, 10 of these. So some nice dippage there, plus everything else that's going on the website too. And the next person that sells out a pack that I could break on Vintage Breaks West will also get a 1969 Topps baseball set break. We'll put that back in play. Robert Redford was... Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was Barton. What did you win, Charles? You weren't paying attention and you won? You won this guy for answering mother. So the next person to sell out a pack that I could break. No, it was Danny. Yeah, you're asking about it. You have 84 Donruss, so if you want to buy out a pack of 84 Donruss, I can break that right away. Danny, you must be on a severe delay because we finished that question up about 5 minutes ago. But I do see you might be making a purchase here. Let's see what you got going on here. All right, that's what I like to see. Danny wants me to stay up. So Danny will be getting the National League card. He will also be getting the Orioles Champs card. And he will be getting a lot of these. And Danny, I don't think you were on earlier, but Charles, I know you're not on that big of a delay. But I'm skipping cards in here just because so you don't end up with 15 Ricky Hendersons since they're all in order by player. So you get one of each player as I go down. You also get the 1969 baseball set spot. I'll have to email. I think you might get all of these players. Don Gaylord, Perez, Morris, Morgan, Brett, Schmitty, Yount, Jim Rice, Murray, Reggie Jackson, Mr. Necro, Stargell, Mr. Winfield, Mr. Gibson, Paul Maltar, Ricky Henderson, yeah, whoever's that, and Mr. Smith. I think that's 20. 3 there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, close enough. 22. I'm from Georgia. What do you expect? Well, you're able to pick up on some sweet cards there. Now let's hope your breaks are just as good. I have to upgrade you to the next size up and baggy. That's always a good thing. I am on this too. Oh yeah, Charles, makes perfect sense. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. My family's originally from Chicago, so even though I was born in Georgia, I grew up a Cubs fan. So that's relatively explainable. And when I graduated college, the architecture job market out here in Arizona was very hot at the time. So here I am. Okay, let me email Sam for your free SEP spot, and then we'll get some. All right, email away to Sam. And let's. Oops. All right, we've got 80 baseball. 80 baseball, 84 baseball, Donruss, and a 77 football. We'll start with the 77 football, I believe. Oh, that is in fact a personal. I like it. That makes it easy. Get this over here so I can break it. All right. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking this 1977 Topps Football Wax Pack 47. It's a personal from Mr. Danny Brewington. Good luck, sir. Who's the big name we're looking for out of here? Help me out, guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the pack two for you. Get the gum off. Lamar Parrish, card number 1. Don Larson. Nice and crispy. Mr. Lamar Parrish. Focus. The Bills checklist. Looks like this pack is off center so far. Hopefully that improves. Looks like we got a flip in the pack, so that might help. Rusty Jackson. Don Larson and Dave Casper. Okay. Centering still a little off. John Gillum. Tom Sullivan. Centering is now to the other side. Get a little bit closer to center. It'll be perfect. Sorry about the numbers being low on the packs. Charlie Young. Centering's pretty good on this guy. Maybe a smidge off top to bottom, but left to right pretty nice. John Holland. Spot 8. John Shinners. Jim Carter. And our last card, Johnny Gray. Does not look like we hit any of the big players. Last card, Johnny Gray. That concludes our 1977 Topps Football Wax Pack 47 Personal for Danny Brewington. Thanks for watching. Charles, they would be easy to find with the stream I use. Oh, you're probably talking to the other Charles. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. 1977 Topps Football number 47. Oh, just Danny. Danny Brewington Personal. Get that wrapper in there for you. No, I don't think they will pick up his option. Okay, next up we're going to do this 84 Adonis. Yes, another personal. I like it, Danny. All right, everybody. Tonight we're breaking a 1984 Adonis Wax Pack 374 personal pack for Danny Brewington. I believe we're going to call the After Midnight Show the Danny Brewington Show. So far, we've been breaking nothing but Danny Brewington personal packs. Good luck, sir. Yes, we're going to bring the Donnie baseball. I feel it. I feel it in this pack. Positive thoughts. Do you have any interest in the game piece or the wrapper on this one, Mr. Brewington? Otherwise, they will go to the great abyss. First up, Rod Scurry. Yes on the wrapper. I take it that means it's a no on the puzzle piece. Oops. Mike Boderick. Spot 2. Spot 3. Oops, I didn't show you the card. Okay. Mike Young, spot 3. Spot 4, Randy Bush. Spot 5, Jeff Zahn. The Everybody Loves Checklist. Diamond Kings, Matt Young. Tommy John. Rich Zisk. Richie Zisk. Alan Wiggins. Isn't Chief Wiggins the chief of police in The Simpsons? Butch Wanger. Got a rotation. Oop. Angel Salazar. Cecil Cooper. Tim Conroy. And Kevin Bass to round it out. No Mr. Donnie Baseball today. And that concludes our 1984 Adonis Wax Pack 374 personal for Danny Brewington. Thanks for watching. Alright, I'll throw in the wrapper, and you get the puzzle piece just because you get the puzzle piece. Remember, guys, I still have the $200 gaggle of cards. I've got a Vida Blue 72. Spend a hundo, then I still have the $20 stack. We still also have the 12 unique purchasers promo going. I forgot to put Danny on that list, so that closes out another spot. Let me do a check on that to see how many more we need to sell out before the end of the night. Hey, what's going on, Tyler? How's it? How's it going? Okay. On Paul Bryant, Charles Jude. Yeah, we only have 5 different people in our 12 at $15 unique entries. So I need 7 more people. You know what? At this point, we only have 25 minutes left in the show. I'll take that number from 12 to 10. We need to have 5 different people make a purchase here, guys. 5 people. I've got a purchase from Paul Kangas, Brian Billingsley, Charles Perry, Jude Vanderhovel, and Danny Brewington. But I need 5 other names on that list. And the first person that comes up to that list after I randomize will win a $50 spot, the 1950 Bowman set break spot. So 5 more people. Well, Danny, I hope I pull it for you. I've never pulled a Ricky Henderson either, fresh from a pack. So let's see what we can do. 1980 Topps baseball pack. Ooh, this one's got Joe Dungan's got 1 spot in it, so it's not quite personal. So we're gonna have to randomize the list. Let me get this on the break calendar. Get this all set up here real quick. Okay. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking a 1980 Topps Baseball Wax Pack 244. Not quite a personal pack, so we're going to roll the dice. Got ourselves a 10 on the dice roll here. Mr. Joe Dungan's got 1 spot in it, so it'll be our 1 spot here. Otherwise, the rest of the pack goes to Danny Brewington. Good luck, folks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, looks like Joe's got spot 13. Lucky 13. Danny's got the rest of the spots. Let's see what happens. Place your side bets for our 1 spot hero action. First card's under the gun on this side. Good luck, guys. All right, here we go. Jeff Newman, spot 1. These are all going to be for Danny Brewington except spot 13. Spot 2, Mike Jorgensen. Jorgensen, sorry. First, Don Sutton, spot 3. It's a nice little card. Great pitcher. Another great card right here, right behind it. Carlton Fisk. Both going out to Danny. Spot 5, Doug DeCinces. Gary Thomason, spot 6. Jerry Garvin, spot 7. Luis Robert is probably not going to be in this pack. If it was, we've proven time travel is possible. Randy Neiman, spot 8. Mr. Mike Schmidt. I believe somebody called him Mike Schmidt earlier. Spot 9. Spot 10. Ross Baumgarten. Spot 12. Greg Nettles. Or spot 11, sorry. Greg Nettles, spot 11. Spot 12. As I throw things around. Larvell Blanks. In our one spot hero, spot 13, Joe Dugan gets Bruce Busclair. So no one spot hero action on this pack. Mike Sadek, spot 14. And spot 15, Danny Charlie Spikes. Unfortunately, no Ricky in this pack. And that concludes our 1980 Topps Baseball Wax Pack 244. Thank you for watching. I wish I could have pulled you the Henderson. All right, guys, we got 18 minutes here to break whatever you guys sell out. I'll stay up later if you guys continue to sell out things for me to break. Let's see if anything else sold out on the site. Yep, nothing yet. We need 5 more unique names. I'll give out another, anybody who sells out something I can break on Vintage Breaks West tab, we'll get a 1969 Topps Baseball purchase. We'll put that back in play. So next person to sell out a pack, any pack, on Vintage Breaks West, we'll get a 1969 Topps Baseball Wax Pack. Or 1969 Topps Baseball Set Break Spot. We also have the $200 Gaggle, $100 Vita Blue 72 card, and the $20 stack too, so you get all sorts of things. And if for some reason it's on the Vintage Breaks West tab and I've already sold out of it, or there's a mistake, I'll go ahead and honor that too. It happens. Um, as we saw things, the site doesn't know that I only have 1 or 2 packs available. So that will work. It looks, yeah, we had earlier the 1992 Stadium Club. I wonder who's got that in their card. Let me see if I can fix that. Looks like that just might be an inventory error. Okay, I fixed that one. show have spots in it, so that's good. We always blame Gilmore. No, yeah, Gilmore doesn't sleep ever, Charles. He's cruising the Facebook Marketplace, the eBay, every other conceivable buy-sell trade forum at all hours looking for a hot deal or someplace to flip a card to make a buck. The man's a machine. Yeah, that was funny when Leighton was worried. It's like, no, he's up. He's watching. He's like Santa Claus. He's always watching. Let's see what else I could throw at you guys to entice to at least have one more thing to break. All right. We've got a Gaggle. Well, not necessarily commons. 75 is a hard set. Pretty good looking most valuable players card with Yogi Berra and Campy on it. But, you know, Vida Blue, Marshall, Terry Foster, Don Baylor, Rusty Staub. So nice little gaggle 75s. We'll throw that in too on top of the 69 Topps baseball set spot. If you sell out of anything that I can break on the vintage breaks last time, you'll get this, and you'll get a 69 set break spot. And it looks like I've got a taker. Let's see if the checkout completes. All right. Looks like Mr. Brewington jumped on top of that real quick. I believe that sold out that pack. Let me just double check. Yes, it did. All right. Let me get your set spot. Okay. Email off to Sammy. You'll get this gaggle, and you'll get Ricky Henderson, a Nolan Ryan, a Cal Ripken, and a Gaylord Perry. I appreciate your purchases, Mr. Brewington. Oops, I gotta put your name in here. Okay, I've got this pack to break for Danny Brewington. If there isn't another pack sold out by the time I complete Danny's break, we're going to be calling it an evening, folks. So if you want to stay up late with me, we need to sell something else out while I break this 1994 SP baseball pack for Mr. Brewington. Let's see if we can get you that A-Rod. it is a personal for you. So let's. All right, we're gonna help. We're gonna we're gonna allow you to pick. Danny, which one do you want? Do you want the one on the left or the one on the right? Well, Danny's making a selection. Remember, guys, if we don't sell it another pack while I'm breaking this for Danny, we're off for the night. That is 1 a.m. But I will stay later if you guys sell out another pack. Danny, left or right? Left. Okay. Brian Company, did you drop your phone in the toilet or did you leave your phone in the toilet, like, room? All right, everybody, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G, Vintage Breaks West. And tonight we're breaking a 1984 SP baseball pack of 504. We've broken 503 of these guys already. And this is our 504th. And it also is a personal for Mr. Danny Brewington. Good luck, sir. Oh, Brian, yeah, in the toilet. That's I lost a phone once in the toilet. It was not waterproof. I'm not sure if I wanted it back after it went in the toilet. It was a public toilet. All right, the Lost Boys of Baseball. Well, here we go. We've got Bob Twisbury, something other die cut. I surely do not remember him. It's not going to focus very well on these foil cards. Next up, we've got Chris Hammond. Yeah, these foil cards don't focus very well. We've got a Gary Sheffield. Not too bad. Julio Franco. Not too bad. He played for the Sox, so unfortunately. Joey Hamilton. Weird little mark on the corner there. The edges are a little messed up. Yeah, these foil cards do not focus very well. Well, here's a Mo Vaughn. That's not too bad. Let's see. We'll allow that one to slide this time, but watch the language, Mr. Kaufman. John Burkett. We are striking out here on the big hits tonight, guys. And Brian Anderson. Yeah, Mo Vaughn was definitely a solid player in the 90s. And that concludes our 1994 SP baseball pack of 504 personal for Danny Brewington. Thanks for watching. A lot of solid players in that pack, just not the player we were looking for. I forgot to put the pack on it. 1994 SP baseball number 504. Alright, folks, unless somebody sold something out, this will be the last pack of the night, so let's go see if you guys have bought something. That might be the end of the night anyhow. You guys are moved to toilet humor at this point. Alright, folks, yeah, that's going to end the night tonight. Nobody else has made a purchase. Speak now in chat if you're intending on making a purchase, and I'll stay on. Give you guys a minute or two to think about it. Let me know. Danny is buying at 94. Yes, Cody, we are right in the gutter. Not even like the mine being in the good gutter, just the gutter. Oh, you didn't see the other 94? Let me hold on a second here. Might be inventory issues. Give me a second and I can make sure it's out there. It should have relisted. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's out there. 7 spots available. Looks like somebody took down 1 spot already. Hey, what's going on, Jason Johnson? I'm not sure why there's only 7 spots left in it. Maybe somebody made a dip and I didn't notice. We're looking to try to sell out another pack here to keep the night rolling. I think we're going to be breaking the other 1994 SP pack. All right, guys, let's get the literal toilet humor out of the way here. Thank you for purchase, Mr. Dean. Doesn't look like your purchase qualified for any of the bonuses I've got going on, but we appreciate the spot. That was pretty epic when he predicted the Dickie Thon out of that pack. I mean, anybody else is also welcome to close out any other pack too. We could stay open more than just this 1984 SP pack. There we go. Now we've got another moderator, so I don't have to okay the toilet humor. Now, guys, we're letting the toilet humor go a little bit since this is the late show. While Danny's working out this purchase here, I'm going to be right back. You guys hang tight. It wasn't on the West tab? Well, I have it, obviously. It's sitting right in front of me. That's right. We've got intermesh. We've got fun graphics here at least. Yeah, the new website's pretty awesome, but unfortunately there are some goofy things that happen. Okay, so this isn't quite personal. So, give me a minute here to set it up to break. Again, folks, same rules apply. If we could sell out another pack while I'm breaking this one, I will continue to stay up and break packs. But if not, we'll call it a night. We do have the Hulk Hogan chase. I do have that. I had my hands on it earlier. I'm kind of surprised we didn't sell it out. All right, folks, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host tonight, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and we'll be breaking this 1994 SP Pack 505. It's not quite personal, so we're going to have to roll the dice to randomize the list. We've got ourselves a 5 on the dice roll. Good luck to Dean and Danny. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, yep. So Dean's going to get card number 7. Get the list over to M80. Oh, excuse me, guys and gals. All right, here we go. First card's on here. This will be the pack where we have A-Rod, right? Not a bad player on the back there. All right, our die cut. Yeah, stuck together. Our die cut's Derek Bell. Let's get that 85 wrestling pack sold out. I'd love to break that. Those are fun. Spot 2, Jake McDowell. These are all going to Danny Brewington except spot 7. Eric Anthony. All right, Charles. That's a good one. Mr. Jeff Bagwell. Spot 5, Jimmy Kev. Or Jimmy Key, sorry. All right, anybody want to line up a pack after the 85 wrestling pack? Premier Prospects Brad Fulmer. I don't even remember him when he started to play. So, not the A-Rod we were looking for. All right, our one spot hero. It's Terry Steinbach, spot 7. And Danny Brewington gets a pretty nice card. Oh, managed to get an extra. Brent Gates. Well, Danny's got the first card too, so he gets the extra one. And the extra card here goes to spot number 1. Those of you that aren't familiar, we snake up the names, so we go back up. Any extra cards go to spot 1, 2, 3, and so on. In this case, it's a Craig Biggio. That's the extra card, and that'll be going home to Danny Brewington. And that concludes our 1994 SP Baseball Pack 505. Thank you for watching. Man. Well, guys, we couldn't pull. Maybe we'll pull a Hulkster. How about that? That would be nice. We got to pull some sort of fire. It's been kind of a blah night. Johnny Five and company took all the fire earlier tonight, I think. They had one heck of a night at the North. Craig Biggio's for everybody. All right, so rumor has it you guys managed to sell out an 85 wrestling pack for me. I think Charles Perry just didn't want to share with anybody, so he went ahead and bought the whole thing out. And you also get a couple of these guys over here. Ricky, Nolan, Ripken, and a Perez, close enough. All right, guys. Again, got to sell out another pack for me to keep going. Otherwise, this will be the last pack of the night. Get this moved over so I can break it. Oopsie. All right, let's get this started here. All right, folks. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. And tonight we'll be going wrestling with a 1985 WWF Pack 143 personal for Charles Perry. I can't believe we've opened 142 of these already. These things are great. But everyone loves a little wrestling. And Charles didn't want to share with anyone else. So let's get him a Hulk Hogan. Nice centered Hulk Hogan. Actually, from what I understand, any card in the set that's well centered goes for pretty decent money in the high grade, so really rooting for anybody. We'll go ahead and send along the wrapper for you too. Again, guys, oops. If you saw another pack, I will stay up and watch it. Otherwise, this will be the last pack of the night. This card received an awful lot of gum stained love. Rotundo and Windham. Got a ringside action, putting on pressure. I do not recognize either one of those wrestlers, but I didn't really grow a wrestler fan or watcher, so I have no idea who those two people are, but they're putting on the pressure. Scalp them. Again, I have no idea who those two guys are. Does it say on the back of these? Junkyard Dog grabs a handful of Mr. Fuji's hair. The dog fights fair unless someone like Mr. Fuji tries dirty tricks. The superstars speak. Arg, I think he's saying he's hungry. It's a pretty interesting sticker. I'm not sure if the sticker is an extra or not. It's a personal, so it doesn't matter. I have no idea who that is or was. Looks like a nurse. Let go of my toe. Greg the Hammer Valentine, World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion. Twist the foot of Tito Santana. Valentine often moves from the hold to a famous figure four leg lock. There we go. There's the Hulkster in a hillbilly gym. I recognize the Hulk. That's pretty. Yeah, it's a little off north to south, but that's got Hulk in it at least. All right, Danny. A fist comes flying. Jimmy Superfly Snake. Actually, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, not Snake. And One Angry Man. And that concludes our 1985 WWF Wrestling Pack 143. Thank you for watching. Snuka, any relation to Snooki? Sad that I know that name. Sorry, I apologize to the world. Sorry, Charles, we weren't able to play the #1 Hulk card. Gosh. I'm just still blown away. We've opened 143 of these. Okie dokies. Mr. Brewington sounds like he sold out some stuff to break, so let's take a look. Okay. He gets the Vita Blue card. Up next for the next person that makes a $100 purchase, we'll get this Mike Loach, Vita Blue, and Joe Coleman card. I should be on the right screen so I can actually make sure you guys can see that. Yep, you can. Your purchase was also close enough, and by my math, to get this gaggle of cards. And you get some of these guys too over here. A Ricky, a Nolan, a Jack, a Joe, a Bert, a Schmitty, Yount, a Rice, a Murray, a Reggie, and a Necro. My math is sometimes off. That should be right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a little bit more, but it's okay. It's okay. upgrade you to the next size bag. Too much dippage. Looks like Danny's got 4 packs sold out, so you guys have got quite some time to sell out another pack if you want me to keep it going. That is the same size bag. To reach to the far back here for the size up. Yeah, I figured you wouldn't complain. My math is always in your favor. Well, I shouldn't say always, but I usually intend for it to be in your favor. Sometimes mistakes are made, though. And we try to rectify those mistakes. Okay, let's see what we've got here. 1884 Fleer, a baseball pack. Pretty sure I've got a whole bunch of those. 82. 84 Fleer. 89 Upper Deck baseball. Well, hockey. 1981 Topps hockey. And 84 O-Pee-Chee baseball. All right, for the O-Pee-Chee baseball, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to let you pick which one you want. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which one do you want us to open for you? Number 4. Okay. Put the extras away. All right, let's move these over so I can break them. This one is a personal. All right, we'll start off with the O-Pee-Chee. Danny Brewington. Okay. Now this should show up here. Oh no, I didn't do it over here. All right, everybody. Today we'll be breaking this 1984 O-Pee-Chee baseball pack 154. It is a personal pack for Mr. Danny Brewington. Good luck, sir. Again, folks, we've got these 4 personal packs. Well, I think they're all personal packs for Danny Brewington in a row here. If nobody sells out anything else by the end of the night, these will be the last packs of the night. But I'll be happy to keep on going if you keep on buying. This one was a juicy one, that gum. Alright. Get the last 2 cards out of here. Looks like the gum might have claimed 2 cards here. And yeah. That wrapper's all destroyed. Oh no, the last card's got this game piece on it. All right, those aren't coming apart. So your first card is going to be this Lou Whitaker with the game piece and the gum. Ugh. No, it's the game piece. So it's unfortunately destroyed the Whitaker too. But hopefully it saved a good card for you. Toby Herrera. Centering's pretty nice though for O-Pee-Chee. Johnny Lemaster. Truly Sweet Lou. Yes, that gum was very juicy, very sweet. Probably set in a very humid environment. Nick Izeski. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. Skis. Alan Ashby. Centering's going a little bit off. Cecil Cooper. Got a Hall of Famer coming up next. Everyone's favorite Hall of Famer, Harold Baines. George Wright. Focus. Focus. Close enough. Ivan De Jesus. Cliff Johnson. Bob Derner. That's the Jesus. And Jim Palmer with the wax on it. And that concludes our 1984 O-Pee-Chee Baseball Pack 154 personal for Danny Brewington. Thank you for watching. All right, Cody, you have a good night. We'll catch you tomorrow. Yeah, barely Baines. Yeah, I don't personally agree with him being the Fame, but whatever. Okay. We're gonna get the Griff and the Gretzky. Okay. Gotta get something, man. Not really hit any fire all night long. Okay, next up we're gonna do hockey. Let's see what we want to do. Yeah, we'll do hockey. What at 84? Hockey. Topps hockey. Oh, this is not a personal. I'm texting half asleep. I appreciate it, Danny Burrington. I don't mind staying up late, hanging out with you guys, talking baseball, hockey, football, whatever. It's all the same. Well, not all the same to me, but I do like it all. Tops, hockey. All right, welcome to Vintage Breaks, everybody. I'm your host tonight, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. We'll we'll be taking voice lessons on how to talk on camera. We'll be breaking the 1981 Topps Hockey Pack 109. Got a randomized list here. Roll the dice. We've got ourselves a 7 on the dice roll. Good luck to Tom O'Connor and Danny Brewington. And 7. Danny will get the first card, and Tom O'Connor will get the last card. All right. Good luck, guys. First card's under the gum on this side. Let's see the Gretzky. This will be his third year card, right? Yeah, third year, 1981. Anyone else in the hockey world we should be looking out for here? Don Maloney for Danny Burton, spot 1. Peter Lee, spot 2 for Danny Brewington. Ray Bork. Okay. Anders Kallur, spot 3 for Danny. Mike O'Connell, spot 4 for Danny. Spot 5, Brian Prope for Tom O'Connor. Ron Duguay. Duguay? Sounds about right. Going for Happy Gilmore. Okay, I'm not sure he was in this, but all right. Danny Brewington. Tony Epicito. Spot 7 for you, Danny. Bill Barber for you, Danny. Spot 8. Who's the Hall of Famer? Stan Smile. Who's the Hall of Famer, and should I top load him or card saver him? Get Kent Nilsson for spot 10 to our Danny, and the rest go to Tom O'Connor. Espo. Oh, here we go. Here we go. A Wayne Gretzky. Here we go. We'll put him in a top loader for sure. Or card saver. That's pretty well centered in all directions. Might be a smidgen off. But there is a hit. That's pretty good looking. It's off east to west. North to south, a little bit off. 8 or 9. We'll set that off to the side for a moment. We'll take a picture of him. Bill Derlago. And Pat Regan. Yeah, Danny, you know, I was rooting for you, man. been helping extend the show out tonight, but just wasn't in the cards, as it were. Get this centered up. We'll take a picture for posterity. Our first decent hit for the night. I have no idea what he's worth, but I know third-year card's pretty decent for him. All right, and that concludes our 1981 Topps Hockey Pack 109. Thank you for watching. Oh, and I was supposed to wrap up the Esposito. Yeah, man, definitely was rooting for you. 1981 Topps Hockey Pack. But we got two more shots for you. All right, maybe we'll have some luck with 89. Get this one set up to break. 1989 Upper Deck Low Number Pack. This is a personal for you. Come on. All right, here we go. All right, Danny, we're gonna do better by this one. This is a personal for you. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and we'll be breaking this 1989 Upper Deck Low Number Pack 214 in the quest for a Jeter. Not a Jeter. My brain is not working tight. This is personal for Danny Burrington. We're looking for Ken Griffey Jr.'s in these. Not Jeters. It is late for me. The caffeine's not working. And it's been a long week for me. We're looking for Mr. Ken. I was waiting for you guys to rag on me for calling out the wrong player. All right, here we go. Spot one, Mark Grant. These Upper Deck Griffies have gone nutso price-wise lately, too. Micah Davis. Actually, the Randy Johnson's does pretty well, too, on a PSA 10. Dave Stewart. Well, I'm an architect, but I do mostly construction inspections, so I go out in the field and work with the contractors a lot. So I'm usually up by 4 o'clock in the morning. So staying up till after 10 is late for me. Mickey Brantley. Waddell Washington. Again, folks, this is a personal for Danny Brewington. We've got this 1984 pack afterwards to break. And if we haven't sold out anything else, we're going to call it a night. So if you guys want to stay up a little bit later and hang out and talk cards, break cards, we need to sell out of something before I finish breaking the 1984 Fleer pack that's up next. Gerald Perry. Dan, did you have any interest in those stickers? Otherwise, I will dispose of them for you. Tim Flannery. Dennis Lamp. I keep looking at buying some of these cases or even boxes for myself to break, but they just go for big money. Yeah, Sean, I do like this set personally. It's a nice clean set. They didn't go crazy with this one. It's amazingly hard to get these cards centered though. Part of the reason why, if you're going to collect or at least invest. Okay, Danny, we'll stick the stickers in here for you. If you're going to try to invest in these, I'm still not so sure about the long-term market, or at least investability in these. But if you are going to invest, definitely only invest in PSA 10s, maybe PSA 9s, and key cards. There's just so many of them. But they were very hard to get centered. And they were printed on fairly cheap paper, so they are very subject to damage. And Raphael Belliard. That concludes our 1989 Upper Deck Low Number Pack 214 personal for Danny Brewington. Thank you for watching. Did we get Boyd? I wasn't even paying attention. Uh, 1989. All right, we've got one more shot to pull you a Mattingly, maybe. 1989 Upper Deck Low. Number 214. Brewington. Personal. I hope so, guys. Besides that Gretzky. I mean, the Gretzky, I guess, it's the third year. I have no idea if that's how good that is, but it's been a slow night for pulling big cards. Maybe it just means that we're getting all the duds out of the way for big night next week on Vintage Breaks West. All right, guys. As another reminder, after I break this pack, if there are no other packs sold, we're calling it a night. But if you guys manage to sell out something before I finish breaking this pack, we'll keep the party going. Let's see if this was a personal pack or not. 1984 Fleer pack. Not a personal pack, so we will have to go through all of the steps, which is okie dokie. Oops, I cannot break it twice. I can only break it once. All right, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking this 1984 Fleer Wax Pack 113. It's not a personal, so we're going to have to randomize the list. Randomize the list 10 times. Good luck to Tom O'Connor, Joshua Perkins, Joe Dugan, and Danny Brewington. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 times. Danny's going to get the first and the last card out of this break. And get the email list over to M80. We are good to roll. Oh, let's see here. Redemption time of the 84. Here we go. Here we go. For you guys haven't checking in, we've had a pretty rough day pulling cards. First on the top, looking for Johnny Lemaster. Okay, that's who you're after in this pack. Okay. So if I pull a Mattingly, we just throw that one in the garbage for you. All right, this one's not coming apart very well. So that one's going in the trash. That's going in the trash. Mattingly would be okay. You'll settle for Mattingly. How about for Raleigh Fingers off the top? Now that's a mustache. Spot number 1 for you, Mr. Brewington. Check out that mustache. Got the nice little curl-ups happening there. Frank Tanana. Hey, for you, Mr. Brewington. Broderick Perkins, spot 3 for you, Danny. Looking pretty good in the center department. Dwayne Murphy. No relation to Dale Murphy. Glenn Wilson, spot 5 for Joshua Perkins. Dwayne Walker for Tom O'Connor, spot 6. Spot 7, Mike Boddicker. The rookie winner. I can't say I remember anything about Mike Boddicker even being a rookie winner. Ken Forsch, spot 8 for Danny. Andre Robinson, spot 9 for you, Danny. You agree that because Charlie O'Finley gave him $3 for that mustache. Dan Quisenberry. Mookie Wilson, spot 11 for you, Danny. Neil Allen, not to be confused with Neil Armstrong, 2 different professions. Chris Welsh for Joe Dugan. My redemption is fading here. Rick Lysander for Joshua. And our last spot here, Dan Spillner for Danny Brewington. And that concludes our 1984 Fleer Wax Pack 113. Thanks for watching. Well, Danny, I couldn't pull you any fire. But that just means we pulled all the bad cards tonight, so next week we'll pull the good ones out of these packs. Maybe I'll ask the North who's been picking the packs and tell them to pick someone else to pick packs for me. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, did anybody buy anything, or am I going to call it a night? Let's take a look. Nope. Hey, no problem, Mr. Brewington. Always happy to break some packs for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I couldn't pull any fire for you out of those packs. I'm not sure why I'm so washed out right now on the camera, but whatever. Yeah. Unless anybody else wants to break another pack. It takes a lot of beauty sleep to look this good all the time, so uh, that's what I'll be doing. So you guys take it easy out there, stay safe, and I'll catch you here next week, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, to break some more great 70s, 80s, and 90s packs. Have a good one. See you later.